Hi everyone, welcome to the Math Tutor channel. This is your Math Tutor, the Math Tutor. Please subscribe, share, and also watch the video. So today I'm going to look at a topic which is very common in IGCSE. This topic is called quadratic equations. Okay. Now, one may wonder, what are quadratic equations? How do they look like? How do you know this is a quadratic equation and this is not a quadratic equation? Okay, so quadratic equations are always in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so the a, b, and c are always numbers. Okay, they always give you numbers. But what is the important feature of this type of equations? They have a power 2. Okay, any equation in math that has a power 2, that is called a quadratic equation. Okay, and whenever you see any equation in math that has a power 2, it implies that there are two possible answers. Now, in the math language, these answers are called roots. There are two possible roots. Okay, sometimes these roots or answers are the same. Sometimes these roots or answers are different. Okay, now let's go to the methods of solving quadratic equations. Remember, this video is intended for revision, IGCSE mainly, and any math student can use this video as a revision. You can watch, subscribe, and share. So what are some of the methods that we use to solve these quadratic equations? Method number one is called factorization. Okay, we shall see some examples. We shall see some examples in my next video about quadratics. So method number two is called quadratic formula. Okay, this one we can talk a little bit about it. In IGCSE, or they don't ask you to prove it, but in an advanced level they'll ask you to show how this comes about. So for IGCSE, you just have to know the formula. So this formula is x equals, okay, just like you know that area of a rectangle is length times width. So the formula, whenever they say use the quadratic formula to solve, this is always your first idea. So this is called the quadratic formula. Now, looking at the general arrangement of the quadratic formula, you can see the a, the b, and the c. Now, this letter here, the x, changes depending on the equation. For example, if the equation has a t, for example, if they say 2t squared plus 4t plus 16. So now instead of the x, you write the t. So the t keeps on changing. In math, we call it a variable. But the a, b, and c doesn't change, and the signs in the formula don't change at all. So method number three is called the graphical method. We shall see all these methods in my next videos about quadratic equation. Okay, so now that we've talked about quadratic equations, I've introduced quadratic equations, and I've talked about the basics of quadratic equations. I'm going to change the screen, and you'll see some of the examples which we are going to focus mainly on factorization. Okay, I hope you guys understand, and I hope you have the idea. Remember, the intention of this method of the videos is to revise basically what you have learned in school and prepare you for the coming exams. Okay, so we are going to start by talking about factorization. Okay, and this factorization, I'll change the screen. Let's do this in my next video. Watch out for part 2 on quadratic equations. Part 2, we're going to talk about each and every method until graphical method. See you in my next video. See you then. Please subscribe, like, and follow. Thank you, and bye-bye.